he drops that.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.
Yo people, what's going on? It's your boy KG on holiday, doing my thing, but you lot know I've got to stay consistent regardless of what's going on. I'm gonna drop a 10-minute video for you guys, let you know what I'm thinking, reckless thoughts in it. And today it's a reflective one because I saw a clip of Jadon Sancho that made me want to talk about this. And straight up, Ten Hag was right. That's where you have to start. Ten Hag was right about Jadon Sancho. Simple, because let's look at how this man's career is playing out. And I'm not going to talk about off-field activity. I'm just going to talk about on-pitch decisions. And they have been terrible, or football career decisions, I would say. They've been nothing short of terrible. When you spoke about youth or players that are coming up in the game that were very dangerous, ones to watch, ones to look out for, you couldn't leave out Jadon Sancho's name. When it was linked to Man United, I was beyond excitement because I was like, this is the player, the answer to the right-hand side. And that was the first mistake I made, calling him the answer to the right-hand side when he only wanted to play on the left. That was silly from me, you know, but then leave that aside. Yes, answer to the right-hand side, pulls up at Man United and then struggles. Under Oli, can't get game time. Ten Hag, can't get game time. Doesn't get selected, and then we hear the news happens, right? And then I think the people were divided on which way to go. And obviously, there's that thing, you want to stick by him. You from South London, Croydon, he's around the bits, you know, Kennet and all that good stuff. You're excited, you want to back him, but then, and you know there's talent there, but then on his day, he's an on his day type talent one. Now you're thinking, look, goes to Dortmund, and the red flags have always been there with Jadon Sancho. Finally goes to Dortmund on loan. They're talking about home, this, that, and the other. Does well, but then when it's time to put down the bread and make him a permanent, they opt out. That for me was everything, because look, they can't say expensive, this, expensive, that, mate. You didn't try it. If there's something, I know any club, if they're happy with a talent, they're gonna do their best to make sure that talent stays regardless. There's no way they let that talent out their sight. Why? Because they know they're better with him than without him. They've seen him and said, you know what, nah, we might try to loan you again, but I didn't say you ripped it up there, because clubs find a way. Clubs will find a way. If they love something, they're finding a way. Look at the Anthony situation. They went in like they're playing for Anthony on Klarna, Real Betis. They ain't got the financial capacity or power to do it, but they had to find a way. Why? Because his effort or his impact for them, the team, the fans, was that much. And we haven't seen that from Jadon. Anyway, we move the story on. My man fully lands at Chelsea. And Chelsea, we're seeing similar things, not really starting. Fans talking about, jinky me jinkies. No, they're not getting what they're looking for, but they win a Conference Cup, and he does well. But it's the Conference League, let's never forget that. Does well. Now, they're offering you the contract. And I still, to this day, don't understand why this man turned it down. Why did he not because yes, you could have got this money from Man United, this final payout, but that final payout to me acts as if you're not trying to make serious bread in the sport ever again. You know, he should have backed himself. I think he should have backed himself to turn up and get another contract, or turn up and get a move. Like, you're at a place comfortable in the right environment that works for you. You're in London. Chelsea is a good side. They're getting Champions League football. Everything was going in his favour. This man said, I'm going to go back to Man United and I'm going to become part of the bomb squad. Like, again, ridiculous decision after ridiculous decision. Now, what do we have? And these lot offered him decent money. They're going to say decent money, not on a serious pocket watching, but forget the money. We're talking about, in football, it's a short career. And now my man comes home, moved to Aston Villa deadline day, and the painful thing about this move is Villa, how serious were they about you? And you can tell they're not very serious because you're not in Unai Emery's plans like that. And Unai wants workers. He wants workers. And when you're getting when they're subbing the sub, man, and just this clip just looks nasty. And then again, it's not to your reputation ain't the best, but don't shake Ross Barkley's hand. Ignore the manager. Trouble's in paradise. And one time you can say, oh, it's someone else's fault. Another time you can blame someone else again. 3 times, bro, they're looking at you. They're looking at you, you know, and he's done this to himself. Jadon has done this to himself, really, like, and it's sad because I was hoping for more for this baller, more than anything. I was hoping that this guy was going on and achieve the maddest career, and look what's happening. And yeah, it hasn't worked out for Jadon Sancho, unfortunately. Like, he's still got time to prove himself, but I think his career is going to be one similar to the likes of Nicolas Anelka. Not saying the greatest heights. Well, Jadon Sancho got to a Champions League final, this, that, and the other. But Anelka was, Real Madrid, Arsenal, was it Liverpool stint in there? But then, man, West Brom, Bolton, back to Chelsea, and enjoyed. You know, then we remembered, you know what, you were world class, you were quality, you know, and you just made bad decisions. I feel that this Jadon Sancho's career will have a similar type of, I think it'll be similar, but it's, you know what, even to get to that Anelka stage, he has to work hard. So when he moves on to a new club, can he do it? Do you not believe Jadon Sancho's got the minerals to move to a club where he's got to be the big fish? So it's got to be like a Payet situation. You know, when he's at West Ham, he's got to go to a club where it's all about Jadon Sancho. Like, see what Grealish is doing at Everton. He needs one of those where they're going to play for him. It's going to be about him. Then he can, you know, get that price tag up and really become loved by a group of fans. In this whole time, what fan base are like, that's our guy. You got a couple Man United fans that are still in love with Jadon Sancho. I don't know why, but that's up to them, innit? That's up to them. But I don't know the fan base that like, no matter what happens, we love that player because of this. I don't even think Dortmund fans feel that way. And that's an issue. Jadon has to work. I hope he makes it. I hope he gets to that level, because you want to see the man them win. That's the truth. You want to see the man them win. You don't want him to have like could have been, you know. And right now, notice I haven't brought in the off-pitch antics, because that's a next story in itself. It's just on football, this man has just not delivered the way he needs to, and it's a shame, because when you talk about talent for talent, probably more talent than most of the ballers you could mention, but then they're like McTominay being in that Ballon d'Or list, yeah, is mental. But these players have left and done well. Everyone's left and done well, bar Jadon. That's crazy. That lets you know it has to be somewhat of, it's some kind of attitude type thing. Look at Rashford, killing it right now. Now, he needed a new environment, but I think probably these two weren't even the best for each other, because when you talk about accountability, Rashford still blamed United for his situation. You imagine them two together in a dressing room when you're not pulling up trees and you're doing nonsense. I could see why we had an issue at Man United. Look now though. Look at this situation now. You got players. Brian Mbeumo came to his signing day in a suit, for crying out loud, and he's cold. But that's just someone focused, happy, wanting to be there. Cunha, people with hunger, desire, wanting to achieve something, and fans. That's like the added bonus. But them man need to get their life together. I can't believe. Look at, oh my God, Jadon supports Chelsea. How is he not there? How? Anyway, people, I thought this guy was, you know, I hate when a player stays in the league because you have to see it week in, week out and just think of what could have been. I've never felt that way about this player. Now, watching Garnacho with the same level and it hasn't happened yet, I'm not thinking what could have been. It's just, okay. That's never a good sign. Anyway, people, you know what to do. hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. These are my thoughts in it. Let me know if I'm on the right track or you think, nah, capping, just chatting shit. I think I'm totally correct on this one. Ten Hag was right about Jadon Sancho. Listen, I'm out. Peace.
Drop a bomb, 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 bomb.
Back with a vengeance. KT's back with an entrance. Big up to those in attendance.
Ooh, look at that.
Reds come together like Tetris. No rules, this one's reckless. None can compare with the KG done. Better take it when he drops that. Going on reckless, just it's on. It's that time when he drops that.
Bomb, bomb.
Who are you on? Your club!
I said drop a bomb, Dad.